Hey there guys, how's it going? I've been putting off making this video for about 2 months because every time I try, it ends up way too long or it ends up being really depressing. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be good news, but there is a silver lining to it. So I'm sorry that I haven't been around on YouTube for a few months now. Unfortunately, in December, I was ridiculously busy with my part-time job and I got a girlfriend. So I was spending time with her as well. Come January, I had my exams, and unfortunately, both me and my girlfriend had issues. My issues are relatively minor, and I can overcome them relatively easy the majority of the time. She had fair bits more severe issues and ended up being suicidal. I was still caring for her and trying to uh, be this rock of positivity for her, something help bring her up no matter how low she was. That's a very, very difficult position to fill, and much more so when you've got issues yourself. So I was going through all that, and come uh, around the end of January, went back home to see my parents for a late Christmas and my birthday because I worked all over Christmas and stayed up here. And day after my birthday, ended up having to call the emergency services to my girlfriend's door. Thankfully, nothing had happened, but I was that worried that something had happened. I had to do it. A few days later, we broke up because my girlfriend wasn't able to stand the commitment of being in a relationship because she'd had issues before in relationships and an emotionally abusive ex-boyfriend who she was still living with at the time. Don't know what she's doing now. Haven't spoken to her in a few months now. Um, So I ended up going around their house about a week after we broke up to try and sort things out with this ex of hers to get them either him to move out or get them into a point where they'd be able to live together without things being too miserable. Didn't go too well. I don't think he particularly listened to me, but I hope it helped. He left the house and gave my ex some space. She brought some of her girlfriends around and decided to get drunk, get high, things that students do. And that was all right. That kept her positive. She was enjoying herself. Problem was, she started to describe things that had happened to her girlfriends. She described the man she loved as her abusive ex, and described our 3-month relationship by that point as having been a date, and that things wouldn't work between us. Uh, that kind of hit me really hard. In fact, it did hit me really hard. It didn't kind of hit me hard, it hit me hard. Because after spending so long being so worried and caring so much for this person, for them to act like it was nothing, that really hits you when you've got self-esteem issues and issues with being ignored, rejected, abandoned, generally being alone, which is where all of my issues stem from. I ended up breaking down. And ever since, I've been struggling so much more than before. I'm starting to, well, no, I'm not starting to. For the last few months, I've been struggling with energy. There's a difference between just being lazy and, being exhausted all the time. There's a difference between being lazy and it taking at least an hour to get out of bed most mornings because you just can't bring yourself to get out. There's been a lot of things that I've been struggling with recently. However, I've been trying to stream because streaming has always helped me. Part of the reason why I started streaming was to help me with my issues because I had social issues. Streaming is a very social thing. whilst still being antisocial, if you understand my meaning. So it really helped me. And my mods and my regulars have helped me out so much the last couple months. I mean, just the fact that you guys keep turning up, you have no idea what that means to me. And I'm ridiculously thankful for that. Thank you for every single one of you that comes in and says, "Hi, how's it going? How you doing?" Or, just sticks around, is there. It does a lot more than you might think it does. But I'm joining a group therapy program that starts in April. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get back to a point where I'm able to deal with things better. I'm still streaming on twitch.tv/afterburn1000. So you guys can always catch up with me there. I do plan on coming back to YouTube, just not in a good place for it at the minute. And I don't really have the time. I've got my dissertation due in 3 weeks, which I've not even started writing, haven't even finished the experiments for. I've got my exams in May, which I didn't go to the lectures for. And then, I've got my part-time job. But after May, once things have calmed down a bit, hopefully I'll be in a better place. Should be able to keep going with things and, get back to being happier, being more positive, and, that'll show in the videos, hopefully. So, positivity going into the future. Uh, Dark Souls 3 comes out in about 2 weeks. I am going to be streaming that. I will try and get the videos up on YouTube, but it is probably going to be similar to how I did Fallout, where I just upload the streams. I will try and get those out. I'm probably going to try and blitz through the game in a week or two worth of streams. It kind of depends on what's going on with my dissertation at that point. I'm going to try and blitz through it, and then we'll probably switch to Pokemon game for through the exam period whilst I'm focusing on my studies and just getting through exams. So that's a little bit of what's going to be going on. I do plan on still getting Kingdom Hearts stuff, Final Fantasy stuff up on the channel. But again, that's probably going to have to wait until after May. So, if you're interested in knowing what's going on, go and give me a follow on twitch.tv/afterburn1000. Follow me on Twitter at afterburn1000 to know what's going on. And if you just want to chat, we've got a Discord server. Send me a tweet or, come to the Twitch channel and I'll give you a link to that. You don't have to use an app. You can do it through your browser. There is an app which is much better than Skype, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions. But there's my mods. There's a few regulars on there. It's just a good place to sort of chill out, talk about video games, just hang out. So yeah, this is 8 minutes. I think I failed at keeping this short, but hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. I'm going to leave this one as it is because I've tried this about 3 times now and it's always failed. So I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Later.